ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's game of Dungeons and Dragons. As per usual, we'll be playing old school Dungeons and Dragons basic expert rules with house rules. I'll be your dungeon master. Let's see. And tonight we have only a few players, just Gold and Hart and Kyle. So welcome back, guys. Alright, so to get started, as per usual, I'll pull up your records and then we can roll up your characters as well if you want to roll up some new ones. But first, surely, we'll get you all your old characters back. So starting with Gold, do you want to continue as Odin or someone else?
I would like to continue as Odin, yes.
Alright, sounds good.
That was wonderful.
Alright, so in between adventures, not much occurred, of course. Since the last time you played, the last group, which was led by you, was not very successful, unfortunately. They ventured around the land for a little bit and found little to nothing out there. So hopefully today will be different. Alright, so as Odin, do you want to make any purchases, prepare any gear?
How many rations do I have? I have 6. Yeah, we're gonna be fine there. Torches, yeah, tinderbox, boots, coins. I'm fine, I think. Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to hire some men for this one?
Can I rehire the guy I had last time, the thief?
Sure. What was his name?
I don't fucking remember.
Oh, it was Freya, right?
Yeah, Freya.
Okay. We'll have to do a loyalty check. Seven. That's a pass. So you spoke with Freya, and she agrees to join you for another adventure. Okay, so would you like to roll a new character for this game and hire it as a retainer?
Yes, please.
Of course.
I know this is a lot of characters, but from the fact I know what's gonna happen. Oh, that's really good.
Okay, go ahead and read those out to me, please.
13, 9, 13, 17, 6, 10.
Alright, what class are you thinking for this one?
I mean, they have a dexterity that high. I would say another thief, but it could also be a good potential fighter.
Yeah, fighter, thief, cleric. Those are all good options for you.
Let's go with a fighter.
Okay, sounds good. Roll 1d8 for hit points.
8 for hit points. 8. 5.
Alright, nice. Now she does have, or he does have, a -1 penalty due to the low constitution. So go ahead and roll 3d6 for money.
Yeah, 3d6. 10.
Nice. And as for equipment, what do you think you want to start with for this one?
Considering we already have a short range, I think we're gonna have this person be in melee.
Spear and shield?
Spear and shield.
Sounds good. And what would you like to name your new fighter?
Oswald.
Nice. Alright. It's gonna be Hart's turn now. So, Hart, do you want to continue as Flora, or do you want to play a new character?
I will roll new.
New character? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. 13, 5, 8, 7, 14, 14.
Okay, what class are you thinking?
Fighter?
Yep, fighter's good. Dwarf or fighter for this one. You want fighter though?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll 1d8 for hit points.
A 3.
Okay, nice. She has, +1 bonus to hit points due to your high constitution score, so you get to start with 4 hit points. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for money.
11.
Alright, and what kind of equipment do you want to start with?
A spear, maybe.
Okay, long spear, costing you 4 coppers. You have 7 left. Would you like some armor, more weapons, or something else?
A shield, I guess.
Okay. A slung shield. You've got 1 copper left. Would you like a rope or a bag or something else?
Can I have I don't know, a torch, or how much does it cost?
Torches? You can get 5 torches for 1 copper, but you'll need a bag to carry them. So.
Alright, yeah, then nothing.
Do you want to just get a bag for now, or just save your money?
I'll save it.
Okay, sure. And what do you want to name your fighter?
Old school!
Old school name? Okay, sure. Let's see what the
I'm
chart says.
excited.
Yeah, it's very random, but they always sound pretty good. Alright, you've got the name BARMAL. Or BARMAL.
BARMAL, okay.
Okay. Do you want to hire any men?
Oh. I guess I could hire FLORA.
Okay, just a moment. So, this is the first time BARMAL met FLORA. So, he's going to have to roll a hiring check. Negotiations, right? So let's see if let's see if FLORA accepts the offer. 7 +1 bonus 8. Undecided, so we're gonna roll again until she decides yes or no. +1 6, that's maybe. 7 +1 8, maybe. There we go, 10. 9 +1 is 10. She accepts the offer, so FLORA joins BARMAL as a retainer. Or actually, FLORA already has experience. It might be preferable for FLORA to be your player character and BARMAL to be your retainer. But do you want to play as BARMAL over FLORA?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay. It's your choice. So if you want to play as BARMAL, it's fine. Yeah, that's your current.
I'll play as FLORA because I don't feel like changing my name.
Okay, sure. So BARMAL was hired instead, and BARMAL's hired for free since he's new. He's new to the team. He's looking for a job. So FLORA hires him, and as FLORA, does he want to prepare any gear or anything else?
Nah.
Okay. Alright, Kyle, do you want to continue as Virgil the Third or someone else?
Virgil the Third died in battle.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
So you want to roll a new character?
Yes, I already sent roles in chat. I'll read them out right now. 11, 6, 12, 12, 15, and 11.
Alright, thank you. What class?
Fighter.
Alright, go ahead and roll 1d8 for hit points.
I rolled a 5.
Alright, you get a +1 bonus due to your high constitution score.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for money.
Okay, and I got a 7.
Alright, what kind of gear do you want to start with?
I'll buy myself a short bow.
Alright, 3 coppers left.
And I'll like to buy myself a knapsack.
2 left.
I'll buy some rations and 1 torch, just in case. And that will be all.
Okay.
And for the name, I would like to go for old school names.
Alright then, we'll roll on this chart.
Damn.
Alright, so. It's just random, so the numbers don't mean anything better than the other, if that makes sense, right? Let's see. Alright, so your name is going to be, I think it's Miltu or Bartue. We'll go with Miltu. So Miltu,
It's 12 if I remember the first
the
one.
first one. Well,
The first one was 12.
so how it works is the D6 represents the category, and there's 2 categories here, right? The syllable category, and then the
okay.
the
Yeah,
syllable
makes
is
sense,
based
makes
on
sense.
the percentile. So this is not 82; it'd be 81 on column, or
Oh,
this
okay,
one.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so.
okay. Makes sense.
But I think
Okay.
originally that was a 4 or something. So we'll look down
Mm.
here, and it would be a 2. So it was 81 for the percentile. So down here 2.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll go with that. I think it was bar then. So you're Bartue.
Bartue, wow. Okay, not bad of name though.
Yep. So you're Bartue and she's BARMAL. We got FLORA, OSWALD, and FREYA, and ODIN so far. All right. That's your new character. Do you want to hire any old characters, or do you want to play as an old character and hire Bartue?
I don't think all my old characters are, well, in the graveyard right now.
Okay, very well. Unfortunate. Hopefully you can retire someone eventually, right? So it can become a
I hope.
NPC.
Well, I think one did retire. One did retire. One of my retainers did retire.
Yeah, they're probably very poor, unfortunately, living a
Yeah.
very difficult life. Okay, so we have formed a party of adventurers just now. I think we are all ready to go, so we'll take a small break before we start. Come back in 5 minutes.
All right. So, nice to be back, everyone. What is the game plan?
What happened last time?
We went to the mountains and we all got eaten by cannibals.
Oh, amazing.
So the south side of this whole area. Oh, is it south side or north side? I forgot. North side of DELN is slowly being taken over by kobolds and goblins, aka greenskins. And Probably undead, depending if they really want to go out, but I reckon not. So either we could go to the south side, but it's a risky play because we might run into goblins on the way because they are pushing towards the bridge between Dell and the other.
According to what I know, we're in Dell, yeah?
Yeah,
We
we're in
still
Dell.
hold the other side of that bridge, which means we could, in theory, also go north up to the Cobalt Cave up there.
True. But we don't know the current situation at the moment. They
No,
might
we'll need to
the
figure that out.
Yeah, I assume so, yeah. We could go to the Cobalt Cave if the pathway is clear. But yeah, I reckon we could go to the Cobalt Cave because, well, we're dead broke. Not gonna lie.
No, we're not dead.
But I'm dead broke.
Yeah, you are dead.
Yeah, you guys is all well. At least have a couple of copper coins. I have a torch, rations just in case, and a short bow.
What do you mean a couple copper coins? I don't have any money.
Okay, we're
There's
both
a
dead
bank.
broke. I'm pretty sure the heart has some.
Brother, did you not see my bank account?
Alright, I guess to the Cobalt Caves we go.
Yippee. I have been trying to draw a cat with medieval gear. Because why the fuck not?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it has been roughly 5 minutes, so we are going to start playing. Last we left off, a party led by Odin II ventured westward in search of outlaws to hunt down. And they wandered the land to the west for a while, visited a few of the hamlets surrounding Down, and when they got to the coast, they found on the shores of Down a large group of enemies based right along the shore. It was a party of, or maybe a small army of bandits, sea bandits, right? Or newly arrived mercenaries from a different kingdom, right? So, raiders on the coast, right? So, Down is at all out war, a land surrounded by war, with little to no hope left. And you, the few adventurers, may be all that stands between Down and peace, right? In its surrounding lands. So, here in the town of Down, as the town crumbles and there is so much death and famine and disease spreading throughout the city or the town, right? You few adventurers are called upon to help service this town and provide protection and such, right? In these dark times. So, you've already been offered many jobs, right? Various military organizations have approached you and have made offerings for you to join or enlist in their services and such. You've been approached by, of course, the town's guard. They have asked you to, of course, help man the walls. You've been approached by mercenary companies or contractors to set out and help fight the war to the east and west and north, right? Various groups. You've been approached by even some of the knights of the town, right? Who have hoped to have you join their small armies as they set out for war, right? To raid across the countryside and the enemy territories. And even the Lord himself has called upon adventurers to, of course, join the fights further out in distant lands, right? So that we might at least seek refuge in other places, right? The sheriff of the town is always looking for lawmen to help hunt down criminals still and monsters in the area and deal with other small crimes and dangerous work in the locale, right? So much opportunities for you adventurers, but also so much risk involved as well. You formed a small team led by 3 adventurers and a few retainers, right? Followed by a few retainers. So our team is led by the characters FLORA, the veteran, BARTUE, the veteran, and of course the most experienced in your team, I think. Oh no, actually FLORA is the most experienced in your team, but also of an old house is ODIN the second, an acolyte. He's not very experienced and he failed his first couple adventures. So most likely it looks like FLORA, it's up to you to lead this crew this time. You're the most experienced one in this team. Alright. Lots of different things to do, of course, but you're a small team with little to no experience. And as per usual, as adventurers, it's recommended you stick to what you know. And that means your main job is to hunt monsters, right, and treasure. From Down, you've heard most adventurers have set out to the north to help finish the campaign against the kobolds. The idea is, in the campaign, if we can take out these kobolds and claim these plains, we can at least seek refuge there, right? And we can push out north. If we can take back this land to the north, then we might have a chance against these other attackers, right? At least our trade routes between here and Easton won't be cut off. We'll be able to build a new base in those hills, right? So, only if, of course, we can finish this campaign to the north. But what do you think? You're down today. Do you want to help with the war? Do you want to do something else? Or do you want to continue the campaign northward? Or something absolutely different. You don't have to choose any of those options. Those are all ideas for
Still
Mm.
you.
holding the other side of that bridge, yes?
Yep, we're still holding the bridge. We have still kept the enemies at bay. Beyond the bridge, though, past the front lines, surrounding the river, all along the river is dangerous territory. Enemy territory.
We'll go on to the bridge and then head north up to the Cobalt Cave.
Yep, you can do that. You can cross the bridge safely, but past the bridge, after the front lines, you'll be venturing into enemy territory. So north of the bridge.
That's fine, we'll
Yeah.
just
Very
be careful.
risky.
All right, you want to give it a shot?
Are you sure?
Up to you guys. You guys are rarely seeing anything.
Alright. We could. Well, can you move the map like up to well up left real quick? Either we could like reconnect. Yeah. Either we could like go on the route there, then go to the Cobalt Cave. But also, that's
We're still gonna be in enemy territory.
everywhere is an enemy territory. But at least we don't get jumped it by fucking goblins.
No, up there we'll get jumped by kobolds.
Oh, with
Or
kobolds.
mountain men, worse.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Fuck it. Across the bridge, really.
All right, Flora, what do you think? You're the most experienced in the team.
Yeah.
Oh god, not really. Yes, we crossed the bridge.
All right, your party has come to a decision, and has set out from down early in the morning, and made their way down the road to the bridge, and into the enemy territory. So as you cross the bridge this morning, and you arrive on the front lines, you push past the front lines, you'll move trench to trench, eventually into no man's land, right? So there's the back line, the mid line, and the front line, right? You'll pass through all three friendly lines and into no man's land, right? So after friendly lines, there's a chance for encounters. You're now, just marching across the open plains, with little to nothing in sight at the moment. But you've heard that there are enemy positions out here in the plains, right? There could be trenches, there could be booby traps, there could be camps, right? Who knows, right? But so far, it seems clear. You're just stepping out into the open plains past the front lines. And we'll check for any encounters today. So as you travel through these grasslands, looking for or hoping to maybe just press through them without any encounters, there's a chance to encounter wandering monsters, which you don't see any. There's a chance to encounter some large game animals, and there's a chance to encounter, of course, the greenskin positions. 1 in 6 chance. Oh shoot. Okay, very unlucky. So you're marching across the plains this morning, right? It's a full day in October, and at some point we encounter an enemy position, particularly greenskins, right? So here's our surprise check. We are surprised. They are not, so they ambushed us. Encounter distance is close. It is going to be 10 yards, 30 feet. We didn't see them until they fired upon us. So we're marching through the tall grasslands, right? And then suddenly it's an ambush, right? Okay, let's see how many enemies we've got this morning. I'm going to roll to see what kind of enemy it is. Typically it's just goblins out here. Or orcs or hobgoblins, right? Usually they work together, but they're all allied at the moment. This particular group, we'll see if it's goblins, orcs, or hobgoblins. 1 in 3 chance it's goblins, 4 in 5 chance it's orcs, and then 1 in 6 chance it's or 2 in 6 chance. 4 to 5 it's orcs, and then 6 on a 6 it's hobgoblins, which are the worst ones. Alright, so it's a goblin encounter. You come across a goblin position, and it's let's see how much it's manned by. Let's see, check the basic rules. So in the wilderness, when you come across a goblin position, typically in a level 1 wilderness zone or standard wilderness, let's see.
You went by it
Yeah, I did. Let's see, G, here it
twice.
is. There it is. Okay.
There it is.
6 to 60. Okay, so we roll d10s, 6 of them. You can get very lucky sometimes and get only 6. Today it's 34, right? At 30 feet, we encounter 34 goblins, right? So you're marching through tall grass, and let's see their reaction to your team as you march. They react uncertain, maybe confused of why you're moving into their position, and their job is to defend their trench, right? So if you attack their trench, they will attack you more than likely. But they have the first move, and that first move is to try to control the situation. So they, they have their weapons aimed, but they call out and warn you. Like they say, one of them yells in broken speech or broken comment to you, right? He's like, from a distant voice, right, 30 feet away, just behind the trench or in the trench, he's yelling like,
Hey, stay there. Humans, stay there.
right? And you can see them all kind of carefully climbing out of the trench with their bows aimed at your party, right? So, do you guys want to halt? Do you want to fire back at them? Do you want to do something else? They chose not to attack immediately. They chose to question you. They are uncertain of your motives, right? Maybe they want to take control of the situation.
What do you say, boss?
Oh, is it possible?
Run.
Is it possible to befriend them?
Okay.
What do you want to say?
I'm just asking.
You can try. What do you do or what do you say?
Boss, what are you doing?
Well, I was just asking, what would you recommend? Gold and Kyle.
Okay.
I would just stop in place. There's way too many of them.
There is.
I would have run.
Okay, so as FLORA and BARTUE are figuring out what to do, Odin, your team is gonna start running. Okay, so
Odin, where you going?
the goblins told you to halt, to stay there, right? So as you start to run, they start to open fire, right, on your group particularly. So FLORA and BARTUE, do you want to just stay and halt, or do you want to start running too? After Odin's group, they're running away through the tall grass.
Yeah, I'll run now.
Okay, FLORA, you want to stay put, or do you want to run too?
Oh, I guess I'll run.
All of you start to run, and so they all start to fire,
This
right?
ain't
They told you
good.
to stay, to halt, and you did not halt. So the group of goblins, right? They have the surprise. They have aimed their bows at you. So in case you chose not to listen, they would fire, and they fired upon your team, right? And that was 34 rounds of fire, right? Basically, as you flee, before you can disappear, you all like crouch and try to run through the tall grass, but they try to shoot through the tall grass into you, right? And the terrain is not good. The terrain is flatlands, right? So you have little to no cover. You just have concealment. There's a good chance you're not going to get hit still as you run away, but so many shooters, still a pretty good chance you will get hit. Basically, as you crouch run, or do you all crouch run, or do you want to full run? If you crouch run, you have concealment from tall grass. But if you full run, you'll be faster, but they can see your head, right, and your shoulders.
Crouch run.
Okay, crouch run.
Okay, so you're not moving as quickly away, but they cannot see you too well, right? Because all the tall grass in the way. So basically, they fire into your backs, but they can't see you too well. So those penalties and bonuses negate each other, and it's basically just a standard roll against your armor class. If you have good armor, you should be fine, right? So we're gonna divide up the rolls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. There's 34 shooters, so everyone gets 6 shots except 2 of you, and the 2 that they chose not to shoot was the last group to flee, which was I think FLORA's group. So FLORA's team was the last to flee, so they only take 5 shots each, while everyone else takes 6 shots. So starting with Odin, who fled immediately, right? Looking at his armor class, he has 2, 4. Okay, the shield, let's say you're not wearing it at the moment, you're carrying it probably, so it cannot help you here. So you have armor class 5, I think, yeah. And I'm gonna update to the house rules on missile weapons. Instead of doubling your armor class, so instead of doubling your armor class against missiles, we'll make it more simple, of course. I just went back to the old weights, which is armor will halve the damage against missiles. So if you're wearing armor, you'll get half damage, right? Armor is very good against missiles. So the layers will protect you. So let's see. Odin, basically, they're rolling with the -1 penalty as well because they can't see in daylight very well. They got a -2 total because goblins are especially bad in seeing in the daylight. So basically, when they roll to hit you, since you have armor class 5, you technically have armor class 3 now against them. And let's see.
Also, we're a bit apart. We're a bit apart from each other, so they will have a harder time hitting us.
Possibly, yeah. You start at 30 feet, so it's still within short range as they fire and you start fleeing. So overall, they're gonna need like a. See, it went down to almost 3 and then back to 4. So I think it's gonna be a 15 or higher is a hit. So if they get a 15 or higher is a hit. Okay, so 6 shooters. So any 15s or higher are hits. 1, 2, 3. 3 of the 6 hits you. The damage is gonna be half though, remember? So it's pretty good. And goblins have a -1 to damage, I think. No wait, they don't. They have normal damage. Okay. So it's divided by 2 though, and divided by 2 again because they're small. So divided by 2 because you have armor on, divided by 2 again because they're small, right? So a very good chance you can survive still. So 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so you only take 3 damage because you have good armor and you're getting shot by small enemies, right? So you're at 4 hit points left. You survived the first wave of arrows, right? You took 3 hits in the back, right? 1 in the leg, 1 in the body, maybe 1 in the back of the helmet, right? But nothing penetrated fully, and you kept on running, right? You're just being pelted as you run away, shot up. You like fall over on your knees a few times, and you just get back up and keep running, right? And then, so you're hit 3 times. You're staggered. You get only about. So you're trying to sprint away. Your movement speed is 60 feet sprint in 10 seconds. Because they shot you, you got only 30 feet away, so you're now a total of 40 feet from them. And they can keep trying to shoot you if they want. As long as there's a line of fire, right? So, but the further you are, the harder it is to get a line of fire, naturally, because you're further out and they can't see you too well. So the spread is even greater, right? Which is good for you, right? Alright, Freya, you tried running away too. You had little to no armor on. This is the retainer. She tried to flee. She gets fired at.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe she will not flee immediately. She will do a hide. If she can hide, then they can't even see her, right? So we'll see if she is able to hide. So she cannot move if she's hiding. She just gets down.
Jumps into the. Oh, she just jumps into.
Yeah,
the
goes
grass
prone,
hiding.
right? So she has a chance to hide. This roll to see if she hides so well, right? Exceptionally well, right? So hide in shadows. So 14's the roll, and she scored 14.
You want high or low on this?
You want the low, so it goes on the thief chart.
That's good.
All right, so for a thief to hide in a shadow, it's 10% at level 1. So she scored 14, so she failed, right? She has normal concealment. They can't see her too well. They have little to no line of fire because she's prone, and because she went prone, right? The arrows just go flying through the grass above her, right? So there's no chance. There's no line of fire if you're prone, right? Unless they shoot at the dirt on her specific position. But the idea is, as you crouch run through the field, they're firing blindly at you, basically. Like, they have a line of fire to where they thought they saw you, and therefore they got a huge penalty of -4 to hit, right? But then they get +4 because they're shooting into your back. So it negates each other. But if there's no line of fire, they can't hit you. And since they're firing at body height, right? Like a direct fire, right? Therefore, if you went prone, it would have 0 chance to hit, right? Because it's direct fire. It's going right overhead. If you crouch, there's a chance, and if you're standing, there's like a very good chance you're gonna get hit because they can clearly see you at that point. So Freya, she went prone, she survives, right? And Oswald, you were fleeing, crouch run, right? You're taking fire.
Again, it's an NPC.
Oh yeah, this one's NPC. Yeah, he's gonna follow his master. He's not a thief. He's a fighter. He sees Odin's running. He runs with you, right? He's running through the field. He's wearing his shield. He's carrying his spear in hand. And let's see if he can survive it.
He's not gonna survive it. 5 of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he
2
took
hits.
4 hits.
And that
1,
20 is
2,
crazy.
3, 4.
Yeah.
That's a nat 22,
he's
so
dead.
he died. Yeah, there's no chance. So as you led Oswald on the retreat through the tall grass, so much enemy fire, right? He is hit 4 times and dies, right? So like he's running, gets hit in the leg, gets hit in the shoulder, hit in the back, hit in the neck. He fell over and died. So Oswald is killed in action. Okay. Alright, Flora's turn. As Flora was fleeing through the tall grass, she was one of the last to retreat. And she was only shot by 5 of them. So Flora, you chose to crouch run out of here or something else?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're crouched, you're running as fast as you can through the tall grass, trying to escape the enemy fire. They don't see you clearly, but they have a line of fire. They fire in the direction that you're moving. Chance to hit you. Only 3 hits on you. 1 at 20.
3.
Yeah. So all of it is half damage though, because she has armor on, right? So then at 20 becomes just a D3, because it's divided by 2 twice, times 2 once. So total damage is you're gonna take 1d3 plus 2 total, basically. So 2 plus 2, 4 damage total. So Flora's, she's a huge fighter, right? She survives it. She gets hit 3 times only. 1 in the neck or the helmet, 2 in the body, right? Those ones are sticking in her gamson. She got shot in the back of her helmet, so her ears are ringing, right? Because an arrow bounced off her helm, right? She's like stunned and dazed from the shot, but she survives the enemy fire and escapes through the tall grass with the rest of the team. Barmal's fired upon 2. He's running through the field, trying to escape the enemy fire. Takes 5 shots from the back. 1, 2, 3-ish hits, I think.
Not how many 20s you've got.
Alright.
That's at least like 2 20s in a row.
So at least
wow.
2 damage so far, and this is a 1d3 plus. Yeah, just a 1d3. So 3 plus
Good.
2. Yeah, he died on the way out. He almost survived, but the headshot got him, right? So one hit him in the back of the neck that killed him. There's one in his shoulder, one in his back. During the retreat, BARMAL was killed in action. So killed by goblins.
Shit.
We lost another.
Damn, two retainers dead.
And all because we made a bad choice at the very start. We chose to march through enemy territory and got very unlucky. We encountered the position during the day. We'll see.
I don't know any ways around this.
Okay. So we lost. Freya's fine. She's in the tall grass. Oswald was killed, right? Let's see. To like
I
negative
think so, yeah.
1. Alright. Bartue's the last one to retreat with Kyle, right? Or
Please,
with the house Kyle,
God,
so
please let me live.
this is house Kyle,
May the gods
Bartue.
be in your favor.
6 enemy shots toward you as you try to flee. Crouch, run. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3, 4 hits total. So these smaller hits,
Fuck
all
you,
deal.
God.
Okay, those ones deal full damage. So 1d3, and then this is 1d6 then. So the 1d6 one, because it was doubled, right? So technically it's 2d3, because they do half damage and then double damage, because it's a nat 20, so, but half because they're small. So, yeah.
Please.
Okay, so that's 5. And then plus, yeah, the other smaller hits. You were
Yeah,
hit
I'm
4
dead,
times
yeah,
total,
fuck.
and you were killed in action. So,
I got screwed like a damn porcupine. Damn.
yeah. Unfortunate turn of events. The venture just began, right? early in the morning, the team set out into the field, and they marched carefully through the plains. They came across enemy position. They were shot at as they retreated. They were told to stop. They did not. They retreat. They get shot. They lost half their team, right? Killed by goblins. So in our attempt to flee, we had 3 casualties, right? And only 4 of you survived. But one of us is left behind, Freya. She's crawling through the tall grass, trying to escape the enemy, right? The enemy, of course, march after your team, trying to catch you, trying to loot you, trying to capture you, maybe, right? So we lost Freya. She's maybe gonna get caught. We don't know what will happen to her. She got left behind, right? She like went prone, started crawling, right? And maybe they'll catch her and capture her. Odin and FLORA and yeah, actually only 2 of you got away. Odin and FLORA, you're at 40 feet from the goblins. They're chasing you right through the fields. Do you want to keep fleeing, or do you want to stay back and fight, or something else?
Fuck that, that's too many enemies. We're fleeing.
Okay, so FLORA and Odin, you eventually retreat to the front lines, right? You get back into the trenches. You let the enemy on for a little bit, but unfortunately, in the results, 34 goblins have looted the others, and more than likely captured Freya, right? She was captured. She goes MIA because of POW, right? So she was crawling.
Goblins
They find
followed
her.
us back
They drag her
to
into
our
their lair,
trench.
right? And we lost her. And we don't know for sure if BARTUE, BARMAL, and OSWALD were killed in action. They could have been just shot and subdued, right? The enemy could have chose to subdue them instead, because they were wearing armor as well. So who knows? They could have captured them to eat them, enslave them, or whatever else, right? So they drag all your guys back, and we lost 4 men out there. So the adventure is pretty much over already, right? We only have 2 left. I don't think we can continue with just 2. So I guess we're back in down, and we failed again, right? Do you guys want to, yeah, just wrap it up here, and we can try again some other night, I guess, or in a few hours.
Ethan, I actually got a question considering the fact that they followed us all the way back to the front lines.
They followed you for
Wouldn't
some
there be
time.
humans in the... Okay.
They did not follow you all the way back. They followed you. You, like I said a moment ago, right? They followed you for a time, and then they didn't follow you all the way to the front lines, though. So you lured them out. They trailed you for a bit, and then they let you go, right? Once you escaped them. So you led them on for a small time, and that's it. They did not charge the front lines. So they're not trying to go to war this morning. So they already have the advantage. Okay, but
They already have the advantage.
it seems they do, right? At the moment. Because they just won the battle just now, right? So they don't really attack during the day. They attack at night because they have the advantage in the evening hours when it's darker. You guys attack during the day. They can still see you, but with a disadvantage, of course, because they are sensitive to daylight. But you escaped them. They fled, or you fled, and yeah, we lost the team. So unfortunate. Yeah, I guess you guys will go back to base and have to gather a new team next time. In the future, though, maybe you guys can plan for something more safe, I guess. Not as dangerous, right? Maybe you can help fight these goblins, right? If you want, next time. Instead of march into their lands and get shot, you can defend a position, right? Hunt some goblins, and then eventually assault their position once you grow tough
Just blame
enough.
the dead.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. Thanks for playing, guys. I guess that's the end of tonight's game. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice.